Hello? 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 Can you guys hear me? Hee. Hee. Hello, chat. Hold on. How did it get so dark? Just in the time that I went live, I was like, oh, I don't need my light on. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I do. I'm gonna turn it on really low for now. Just to give us some light. Whoa. Hi, chat. Good morning. It is morning for me. Hi, Lone Wolf. Hi, Avera. Hi, Senpai. Hi, Royal. Hi, Shin. Hi, hello. How are you guys doing today? Who else? Is there anyone else I can snipe? I think that's it. Hello. Chat. It is Thursday. There's no significance to that. I don't... Feeling a lot more well-rested than yesterday? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hunger? Well, go get some food. Go get some food. That's okay. We're gonna be vibing. I want to... Hi, old. How are you? I want to, I want to start a new ref sheet. Like a proper ref sheet today. That's kind of been in the back of my head for a while. And I have some more ideas on, like, design that I want. And the best way to write it down is, the best way to get it out is to draw it. So... It's calling out to idiot America. Ref sheet number 1 billion. I have made so many ref sheets. I think the thing about making ref sheets for me, though, is because I take ref sheet commissions, they're so easy to make for me. And when I feel like I have a design in my head that isn't quite out, that's like my go-to. Is like, oh, I'm just gonna make a ref sheet. I don't know if it's gonna be a big fancy ref sheet like I've done in the past. Like, my ref sheet for right now, is super simple. It gets the job done, and I actually really enjoy it. I just wish there was more info there. So it's kind of like that. That's kind of like what we're gonna do. I also want an alt outfit. Not gonna lie, chat. If you haven't noticed, I go through a lot of phases when it comes to, like, my... Oh, sorry. I am still very coughy. I still cough a lot. I'm sorry. You're gonna hear some coughing today. I'm a lot better than I was. I'm just still a little congestion. And that's still draining into my fucking lungs, of course. And, I end up coughing it up. So, it sucks, but it's okay. We vibe. I am still afflicted with the blight. Honestly, I'm gonna be so honest, I was talking to my mom, who we're both kind of... My mom's been a nurse for like 25 years. I am a baby nurse. I started my schooling for nursing, and then I dropped out halfway through. So I know just a little bit about medical stuff to kind of keep up with her. But, like, yeah, we were talking about it, though. And the way that I'm looking, I might have this cough for a while. Doesn't mean that I'm sick or I'm dying. It's just that sometimes coughs just stay after you get sick. So I might have this cough for a little while. I don't want to stop streaming because I cough every once in a while. So, you guys might just have to deal with the coughing for a bit. Also, Cheshire Studio, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I forgot to thank you. Thank you if you're still here. But, yeah. We're gonna work on a ref sheet today. I have this problem, chat. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a problem where I don't feel like my character is unique. Let me finish. My character is very unique. He's got a lot going for him. I just have these unreasonably high standards that kind of eat at me over time. Sorry, I'm trying to acquire my drawing position, my elite drawing position. I have to sit a certain way to be able to draw, like, super comfortably. Ugh. And since I'm getting ready to draw, I'm trying to get into that position. All right, now I can yap. I have this problem where I feel like my character isn't super unique. There's not a whole lot about him that stands out. He's not super memorable. I don't know that that's actually true. I think a lot of people look at my character and are like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Or at least they used to. And then I turned into a rat. I went full rat, chat. And it's been doing it again. It's been doing it again really badly. Where it's like, oh, your character is like, there's nothing that makes him stand out, which is actually not true. When I think about it super critically, when I remove myself from the full picture and look at my character's design, he passes all the tests. He passes the silhouette test as long as he's wearing his backpack. If I take away his backpack, he doesn't pass the test, which kind of sucks. That's kind of why I'm back and forth about it, because a lot of times I draw him without his backpack and his skateboard, and that's the part of his character that makes him pass his silhouette test. If you guys don't know what the silhouette test is, it's basically that your character should be recognizable just by seeing a black silhouette of them. If you look at a lot of big YouTubers, VTubers, I think I tried saying VTuber, but YouTuber came out of my mouth. If you look at a lot of big VTubers, a lot of them, even simpler designs, they still somehow pass the silhouette test. I don't feel like mine does. And maybe it does. Maybe I'm really overcritical about it. But, man, I don't know. That's why a lot of people end up using asymmetry in their designs, because asymmetry helps with the silhouette test a lot. Hi, Nicomatic. Hi, hello. How are you? Mods, can we get a shout out for Nico, please? Also, hi, Skojin. Hello. How are you guys doing today? We're talking about the silhouette test and how Luca barely passes it. My character. Hold on. I'm gonna go into, because we're yapping about this, I'm actually gonna go into, wow. What the fuck? What happened to my fucking art? Chat, we just streamed art. Is this how we left? My chat keeps breaking, won't let me do shoutouts. That's okay, Avera. If you can't do it, I'll do it here in a second. I have to, like, complete... Okay. This is part of the problem. This is part of the problem. But why the fuck is my ADHD quarter suddenly all the way over here? I did not move that. I didn't move any of this. What the fuck? And fish is over here now? Why the fuck is fish over here? Have I been a very silly mouse boy lately? I've been a silly rat. I'm always a silly rat. I only do silly rat things. Dude, I should have looked at my art shit before I went live. Usually it's fine because it's literally the same. Well, you're gay, Zell. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 43 months. Holy shit. Hello? Sorry. Check, can we get 1,000,000 plinks in chat for Zell and her 43 months? Holy shit. It also... What the fuck happened to my ADHD quarter? Words is on. My ADHD capture is on. Which I literally don't use unless... I'm so confused. Anyway. I'm gonna put this up here today. That's 3.5 years. Holy shit. So many years, bro. Anyway, chat. We were talking about, before I got rudely interrupted by my own art channel, we were talking about silhouette tests. So this test right here, him like this, if I select him and completely like, hold on. This might be easier. Completely fill him in. That kind of worked. That kind of worked, chat. You know what? You know what would work even better, actually? Hold on. Making a new layer. There we go. All right, cool. Chat, this is my character silhouette. If you were to see this, no context of me anywhere, would you know exactly who this is? I feel like he's super close to being a yes. I think the skateboard being down here, the fluffy and the ears poking out, and then the tail. The tail is huge. The tail is almost a dead giveaway. Like, he's so close. He's so close, but I want something that just solidifies it. And I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. I almost feel like... I don't know. I don't really know how the silhouette... I would not pass this because my whole thing is simplicity. That's fair. That is very fair. There are a lot of VTubers who don't pass the silhouette test who are still super, like... So there are two types of VTubers, right? There are two types of VTubers. There are VTubers. Hi, Mages. How are you? Moz, can I get a shout out for Mages? Because Mages is streaming again. I don't know if you plan on doing another stream, but You streamed earlier, so that therefore you get shout out. Ugh, sorry. Me when I shout out my friends. Also, hi Katomi. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. There are two types of VTubers, chat. There's VTubers who their entire VTuber brand is their model and like their design. Like that's the thing that draws people in, is their design. That tends to be the people that you see making a lot of memes on Twitter. And then there's VTubers who their entire brand is their content. I feel like the VTubers with simpler designs, who get away with it, do it because it's their content. So Nico, I feel like your content is, you do a lot of cooking content and you have a specific like personality that shines through, so you can get away with having a simpler design, and it, like that actually works in your favor. I am not that. I don't have a specific personality. I don't have specific content other than my art. Like I don't have specific content that I'm making that puts me out. My whole brand is my design. People are going to see my art, which has my design in it, and they're going to follow me for that. They might stay for my personality, but I don't know. I don't have the greatest personality. And I'm not even saying that to be like hurtful on myself. Like it's just not, I don't have a VTuber personality. And like, to me, I don't want one. I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not a VTuber first. I'm an artist first. So like, I'm not trying to have a VTuber personality. I could start every stream up in your face like, guys, guess what I did today? You know, and like that, you know, like, I would be tired all the time. Holy shit, I would be tired all the time. But like I could do it. I just don't want to. I want to make art. That's where I want all my focus to be. The problem is for your art to get seen, it's got to appeal to people. Keeping up with lore and yeah, no. See, I love making lore, but that shit comes natural to me. I make lore for everything. Every single thing has lore because I'm autistic about that. So it's not exhausting for me. It's exciting for me. But like, yeah, I've talked to a few VTubers who like, they don't like lore. And they're like, I could never. I don't think VTubers should have lore if they don't want to have lore. Like, I think if you want to have lore, fine, sure. But like, at the end of the day, the VTuber model is a puppet for the real person. And I think that should be how being a VTuber is. I'm not going to say that I hate it. I'm not even going to say I dislike it. I think it can be harmful. I think VTuber culture where you have lore and like you're playing a character, I think that's very harmful. I have me. I'm me. Luca is a character. This is Luca. The person that I VTuber, like his name, Streaking for Scrabussy. No. Or an eldritch interdimensional being who breathe. That's true. I don't like people who try and get into a character. Gosh, Royal. I'm blaming you because you chose to do bottom. Goon! No. I'm not doing exclamation point gooner. I'm not doing any of those. I don't want gooning on my channel. Listen, there are some awesome rat VTubers who love doing gooning stuff on their channel. I am not one of them. I'm the silly rat that just wants to be silly. That's why I did the bottom command, yeah. I figured that's why you did it. That's why I say I'm choosing to blame you and not. Whoa, I'm so cool. You're hyped today? Oh, huge. Why are you hyped? Tell me why you flipping me off. That's so mean. Oh! Skojin, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Holy shit. Whoa, we're halfway into our goal? And a hype train. What the fuck? Did I like make hype trains like super easy to trigger? What the fuck happened? Why is it anytime someone donates? Why are you gay? Men. The male gender. Anyone identifying as men or masculine. Men. That is why I'm gay. But you know what? Shout out to the women too. I fucking love women as well. I might be outwardly very gay, but that's because I suppressed that shit as a kid. Because I didn't feel comfortable being openly gay. I also fucking love women. We are a people enjoyer. I don't care. Equal opportunity Rizzler, exactly. Except for I don't rizz anyone because I got a boyfriend. Don't let him find out. Don't let him hear that I'm talking about rizzing other people. He'll look at me and he'll raise his voice at me and I'll get intimidated and I'll get upset. He'll No, I'm kidding. He does not care. Me and Wolf will see like a hot person and we'll be like, damn, together. We'll be like, you're like getting intimidated, bottom? Bro, what the fuck ever? Whatever. Just because big men intimidate me doesn't mean I will not lay them out flat, bro. Shut the fuck up. I will absolutely bend them over. You don't believe me? Ask Wolfpack296. Liking being intimidated is very ratcore though. What the fuck? Can't believe this. Don't tell him I said that. He'll get embarrassed. I gotta use him as my punching bag every time. Every time you guys come for me, I'm just gonna deflect it to him. I'm definitely telling, bro. Why would you do that? Brat? Yeah, you can't spell brat without rat. That's my favorite setting. And saying. I cannot. I want to use it all the time, but it's not even me that came up with it. So, like, I use it sparingly. I don't like copying other shit. I don't. It's... Whoa! Hold on, give me a second. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the raid. Lucy, is it Lukey or Lucy? I'm sure it's Lucy, but Lucy, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. Oh. I'm just making sure I'm following you, and I am. We already in. How was your... Oh, it's you, Opal? That's right. I was like, I recognize you, and I can't remember where I recognize you from. Hello. Hello, Lucy. How was your stream? What did you do? Wait, you said... Oh, you were doing some art? Hell yeah. I always forget you rebranded. I literally went into your stream after you rebranded and talked to you for like 20 minutes. I got to talk to you and Lila for a bit. A newbie art? No. Yeah. Listen, newbie art is awesome. There's no such thing as newbie art. You drawn a Pomni? Would you like to show me? Would you like to show me? I can pull it up on stream if you would like to show me. Whoa. Hype train's over. You don't have to show me if you don't want to. If you're not comfortable with it, I absolutely understand. I just love pulling up when other people were doing art on stream. I love pulling it up. So I ship from the box. I don't know. You're not. Hold on. Let me VIP you really quickly so that you can send links in chat. And then you can send me a link to it. I think Discord links are fine. Like if you want to like put it in a Discord channel. You clip the epic crash out. Ah! You guys only clip my crash outs. Thank you. I appreciate you clipping the crash out. I will use it. Speaking of, for those of you who just came in here, for those of you who don't know me, my name is The Scrubway. I'm a demon rat boy VTuber. I use he, him pronouns, and I do a lot of art. I listen to a lot of emo music, and I do a lot of emo art. And today we're going to make me a proper ref sheet. That is yo, VIP, yeah. What's your Discord? Oh, hold on. My Discord is The Scrubway with 1 B. It's that. If you want to add me on Discord. If not, you can just, oh, never mind. They instant did it. I swear we had DMs before. Penis. Oh, that looks sick. Wait, hold on. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it out. Chat, I'm making a lot of weird jokes today. That's my bad. Look at this. That's actually so sick. Look at her. I love Pomni. I need to do digital circus art so badly. I don't do a whole lot of fan art. But yeah, Chad, the Pomni art. Pomni is super, like, she's got a lot of really good shapes that make her really good if you're trying to learn. Please, is my autistic fixation. Yeah. Amazing Digital Circus is, they have characters that are very shapy, and I do recommend if you want to draw something, if you want to learn to draw better, and Jax is my favy. I love Jax. I hate Jax, but I love Jax. His character is very fun. I also just have a soft spot for characters that are just not good people. There's so much merch. One of my Christmas presents to Wolf was was the Jax hoodie, the fluffy Jax hoodie. I'm allowed to say this, chat, because he knows. He specifically asked for it, and I said I'd get it for him. So he knows he's getting it. So I can talk about this. This isn't some secret that you get to go and tell Wolf. I'm wearing the You Go Girl hoodie right now. Yes! I don't know who my favorite is. Like, I don't think it's Pomni. I love Pomni. She's wonderful. I don't know that she's my favorite. I like them all, honestly. They're all very fun. I would like to make some stickers of them at some point. Maybe I should make some stickers. Maybe I should make some stickers. But yeah, can I make you calm you to make funny bunny content? Yes, please. Dude, I love when people calm me for fan art. It is my favorite thing. Name your prize? My cups are closed right now though. Hold on. There. That is my com website thingy. That's where I take all my comps from. If you make an account, you can follow me and you'll get pinged when I open up. Also, the com prices that you see on there, like they might look intimidating. That is like the most expensive price. I always try to advertise the most expensive price. If you like that's like full render, full background price. If you go in and look, like I have all the prices. That's all USD, sadly, because like they don't like auto transfer. I think you are USD though, so that's fine. But like it'll be like. I think it says like a headshot is like $50, but that's like a full render, full background headshot. So like if you go down and like do like not full render, maybe like a sketch or like line art and color, I think that's like $30-ish. VGen is so bad about price listing. I really wish they would list it as advertised from this to this. Can you draw Jax and I? Absolutely. I do all sorts of ships. I'll do Yume ships. I try to stay away from like pro shipping just because that can be problematic and bad for the brand, but I'm so into Jax. No, I totally do Yume ships. That's so fun. I still don't know what it stands for problematic shipping. So it's like shipping an adult with a child, or shipping a brother and a sister, or shipping like anything that is just not. Yeah, shipping IRL people is considered pro ships. So like just anything that like is a little like I don't think so. This is gonna be a hot take. I have shipped pro ships in my life. It's a ship. I don't think there's anything wrong with shipping things. I'm not saying what, because I was 15 and I was dumb and I don't really identify it with anymore, and I don't really want that hanging over me. But like when you're a kid, especially when you're a kid and you don't really understand what's going on, you tend to ship things that make you feel good, or you tend to put people together that maybe you see a little too much of yourself in, and it doesn't really matter what their relationship is or what the age gap is. Or actually, there is one pro ship that I will fully admit to. When I was like 16, I shipped Aaron Yeager and Levi Ackerman. But in my defense, we didn't know how old either of them were. And as soon as I found out the age difference, I was like, yeah, maybe I won't ship that anymore. But that's an example of a pro ship, is Levi Ackerman and Aaron Yeager. Because there's like a huge age difference, and Levi is an adult and Aaron is a minor for most of the manga. So I'm not like completely anti-pro ship because I feel like at the end of the day, it's just a ship, and as long as it doesn't impede on your normal life, it's not a big deal. But there are some times where people will ship something and I'll be like, yeah? Are you sure? That's it? That's the thing that you're getting that okay. That's a little odd. There are so many times little me shipped something and was like, I probably shouldn't ship that. And I was like, oh well. And then looking back on it, I'm like, oh, it's traumatized. You're aspiring for art and me and hubby always talk about you. Aw, I'm so happy. I miss hanging out with you and Lila so much. I'm glad that you guys are doing well though. Ah, sorry, my headphones were falling. Lila and I are 5 years together. Yay! Me and Wolf are going on 4 years in February. February 1st is our 4-year anniversary. It is kind of insane. We have nothing planned, which is, I think, how both of us want it to be. I don't really like doing this. We'll probably hang out on our anniversary, but I don't like being mushy and gushy, and that's a lie. I really like it, but I don't like making a big deal out of it, you know? I want to be mushy and gushy because I want to be, not because it's some special day. If he wants to do something on our anniversary, I'll be like, yeah! But I'm not like, man, if not, it's just another day. That's kind of how I see it. Like, it's going to be a special day. I don't know. I'm so weird about anniversaries. That's not even our anniversary, technically. We literally don't remember the day we got together. And so we were just like, hey, we got together in the end of January, so let's just make our anniversary February 1st. First date was an arcade. He took me to Chili's. That was our first technical date. We have date nights all the time on Discord, but I'm like, in person was Chili's, and we devoured everything in sight. We are two very big back men. So I always really like making cool I was like making cool poses. I almost don't want to this time around because, like, man, holy shit. I think the most intimidating part of posing for a ref sheet, that's a perspective ruler. Can I have my symmetrical ruler, please? I feel like most relationships isn't a we started dating on that date, more of a gradual thing that kind of just happened. I feel like, yeah, I feel like there are definitely, I feel like especially with younger people, there are a lot of people who like they remember exactly what day they got together and that's that. Yeah, me and Wolf don't really have a day we got together. We have a date that we both admitted to each other that we're dating. Because for us it was really weird because neither of us wanted to commit at first because we weren't sure how we would handle a long distance relationship. We were both kind of like, I don't really know. Long distance is so, like, it's hard and I don't know that I'm willing to do this. It wasn't until like a few weeks later that we both kind of just looked at each other and we're like, yeah, we're dating. We're together. I like at some point we literally said like, yeah, we're not dating, but like I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm not flirting with anyone else. I stopped flirting with other people. Like, it do I want to do full front on? Chat. Do I want to do a front-facing ref sheet? I feel like I want to almost out of simplicity. Because having something facing front is so much easier. But I love the aesthetic of like side, like 3/4. But that can make it hard too. That's so much more work. What do I want to do? Also, Traff, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I saw you follow and meant to say something, but I was mid-sentence, and then my ADHD carried me away. Thank you so much for the follow, though. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. I'm so sorry it took me 9 minutes to get on that shit. Welcome to the Rat Pack, though. I'm very ADHD. I'm possibly autistic. I probably am not, but I don't know. I was tested for autism and they were like, nope, probably not. But they also tested me for the girl autism, which I definitely don't have girl autism. Holy banger. I also feel like I've been making him a lot smaller. I remember when I made this, I was like, oh, I made him look so small. He looks so small and short. But now I like it. I don't know that I want to make him super small because I don't like it when people think he's a kid. Personally, I'm not trying to look like a kid. I'm trying to look like a small adult. Which to me there is a big difference. I don't know. I don't know if I should make him that small and then just try to really, really focus hard on giving him adult proportions. Or if I should just bite the bullet and make him bigger. Because a 5'6" man is going to look very small. Especially if he isn't proportioned right. He's going to look like a child. Because that's just the size of... That'd be the size of a middle school boy. You know? I want him to look like an adult man who just happens to be short. Like Moist Critical. Everyone would look at Moist Critical and go, that is an adult man. Because he's proportioned like an adult man. But he has talked about multiple times that in order to have the specific build he has to work very hard at it. Or else he gets too muscly. So it's like, there's such a fine line when you have small men. Because you could go too hard on the gains and then you just look super beefy and short. Or you could go not hard enough on the gains and then you just look like a child. Suffering from success, I know. I also chat. So this isn't TMI, but it is talking about a more sensitive topic with him. I have never been able to decide what kind of genitals I want Luca to have. He is a trans man, but he's a shapeshifter. So technically he can have anything. He can have whatever the fuck he wants. And oftentimes, I just draw him with a penis because that's what I want. But at the end of the day, he still has a base form because I like writing lore. And he has a base form, which is still his old design. It's still the horns. The rat thing happens a little bit later in life. In his lifetime, he's like, whoa, what if I, like, became a rat? I don't know, I have been thinking about just making him a rat boy the whole time. Like, he lives in a universe of, like, rat characters, but then I would have to make every OC that I've made in relation to his, why does it look like this is jutting out? And then this one, oh, you can't tell which one this one is not jutting out and this one is. Why does it look like that? They're literally the same. I want him to be smug as fuck, though. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know. I still go back and forth all the time. Like, what do I want him to be? What do I want him to have? All this time later. And I'm still not sure. Us. Speaking of chat, if you are ever having trouble with your character where you feel like your character looks too much like a child or not childish enough, there's a few things you could do. Or if you, like, get art commissioned and you're like, they look too childish, or, oh, they don't look... I can't put those down because I have the symmetry thing on. I'm moving this one. I want it to be more like that. Oops. Ew. First of all, chat. Say you have a character and you think he looks too childish. First thing I would do is look at the eye placement on the character. Bro went from brat to boy kisser. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, look. Brat, boy kisser. Brat, boy kisser. Brat, boy kisser. Dude, that fucking... there we go. A happy medium. A happy medium. God damn. Sorry, my nose itches. I had to turn my light up and it's bright. Angie. I'll probably end up shrinking the head quite a bit. But for now, I just want him to fit. I want him to fit. Chad, do I draw him with feet out? Twitch, don't worry. Don't ban me. He has pants on. Two-tailed Luca. Moist critical quote? Wait, what's a moist critical quote? Do not show the grippers. That's valid. Socks it is. Fox will be disappointed, but that's okay. I gotta lock in and draw my sauna more because the more recent stuff that I love the look of are things I'm identifying with less now. No! Avera, pick up a pen right now. No, you don't have to. Avera, I will be excited with anything that you create because I love your art, but I want you to create because you want to create and not because you feel like you have to create. Wow, somehow I fucked up these feet. Like, really bad. They went from looking really good to suddenly looking really bad. Ah. I really wish my eraser tool, I wish I could make it obey the symmetry when I wanted it to. I'm gonna say a bad word, wiener? Mods, someone ban that guy. Can't believe you would say wiener in my good Christian chat. I can't draw feet, chat. I don't know how people do it. Part 2, though, of how do I make my Sona look more adult. If you want your Sona to look more adult, give them longer legs. I say, as I make my legs shorter. This is more of a proportion thing and less of a, I want him to look more adult. One of the big things that makes something look like a child is the fact that their children's legs have certain proportions. Children's bodies also have certain proportions. So, like, shoes cover feet. Yeah, but okay, so I'm making him naked at first because this is going to be a ref sheet. This is a full ref sheet, aka I'm drawing, like, I'm drawing naked to fully clothed in a line. Main thing, definitely eyes and head sides. Okay. I never really finished the eye section. If you want someone to look younger or older, because this works both ways, you just gotta reverse it. You take their eyes. If you want them to look younger, you put the eyes down more. If you want them to look older, you put the eyes up more. I think this is also the nose as well. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is also the nose. But the higher you put this, the older they're gonna look. Kids have very, very round faces. Roblox face design. They have very round heads, and their forehead's a lot bigger compared to their eyes. So they're going to have much lower eyes. The eyes are a lot lower. So if you look at something that looks like a child, but you can't pinpoint why they look like a child, first of all, like, look at their head proportions. Technically, my character's head, his eyes are too low proportioned. Technically, his eyes should be, like, here-ish. But Luca has a very round head and a very, like, one of his things is that he has a very childlike face. And so I shift it down just a little bit to give him a more, like, rounder face appearance, because I have a very round face in real life. I don't want him to look like a child. I think if I make him look like a child, I get a little and then stop that. But so sorry. Damn, look at my head. Damn, look at my forehead. I'm spilling a lot of hot takes tonight. I don't have anything against people who make their character look like children. In fact, I find some of the designs very cute. It's just not for me personally. I want to look like an adult. I want to look like a very cute adult, so it's like it's a fine line. I'm not drawing clothes on him yet, so I don't need to actually add collars yet. Back to sleep. Aw, 300. Thank you for the blankie and the hydrate. I hope you have a good sleep. Oops. Oh well. I put the ears up too high. I've been doing that lately. Look at where his ears are. Look at where his ears are. If we take this, I've been doing this really badly lately. His ears are like on the side of his head. I've been putting them like way up here lately. Which technically, when his ears are upright, that's where they would be. Like when he's like listening or like alert, his ears are on top of his head and they are like this. But like resting, I want them to be just below where I feel like a normal rat's ears would sit, which is where I've been drawing his ears. Is like right there. I like the perma sleepy mode, Luca. I love it. I want him to look eternally sleepy. So we're putting the ears a little too low on his head. Like they're droopy. Eternally sleepy. Hi, Ceramic. How are you? All right. We're gonna do the hair and then we can get rid of his. We're gonna do the hair and then we can get rid of his ears. Canonically, he doesn't have ears. When he turns into rat form, his ears disappear. I am not the kind of person who likes having 2 sets of ears, like 4 ears altogether. Personally. That's just not my thing. I need his hair also. Cannabis is sleeped. It just means you hear more. Yeah, but also like from a design perspective, I just don't like how it looks. Nothing against people who do that on their character design. Like I get that normal ears on a human is always going to kind of look better to some people. I just don't like. I think if I was a true rat boy, I wouldn't have human ears. That's just me personally. I get that if you have certain hairstyles, you probably want to keep the human ears because ears frame like the human face really well. But man, I don't give a fuck about all that. I can just do 2 swoops and the ears are covered anyway. A loaded gun complex, cocking and pulling. A loaded gun complex, cocking and pulling. His gauges are more up on his ears. Is it 2 on that side? Which one has 2? I was right. What did I do? Oh. I feel like I need, like... I don't want to pierce him up too much. But, like, he did have... I did give him these for a little while. I don't know They didn't make it into the other ref sheet. I don't know if I want that still for this design. I think the last design, they worked really well. Does that jewelry make his ears heavy? I'm sure. Most jewelry makes your ears heavy, though. That's probably why they're actually drooping. He's just got too much jewelry in him. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I'll probably wait. He actually wears Silas dog tags around his waist. Like he has them hooked into a belt buckle. He wears them with his chain. Because I really don't like it when there's a logo on the front. When you have a logo on your chest and then you're wearing a necklace and it covers part of the logo. In real life, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As an artist, that bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. I will buy, look at a tungsten earring. God, man. Oh, it's Mayday Parade. No wonder it's good. Treat me like a stranger and I feel so rough. What if I gave him cheese pasties, chat? What then? Cheese pasty. I'm not gonna be that weird. I'm just gonna log that into the bank for later. I feel like his... I gotta be careful about what I say, because I am on Twitch. But I feel like that is too... I am... They're not even real ones, they're just two craft singles. Yeah, he got cheesed. It's just a piece of cheese that just sits right here. Whoa. Hee. I also had a habit of like doing this for a second, which like gives him like, I don't know, I really fuck with it because it gives him like a rat almost like vibe. I did it for this one as well. Like he's got some stray hairs that almost look like whiskers. Artist, increase the crotch size. This, I'm risking my entire brand for this joke. My entire Twitch career. This is so dumb. So it doesn't even look bigger. It just looks expanded. Don't clip it. Don't clip it. Chat. I could actually get banned for that. Artist increases bank account. True. He's got bans. He got bans on bans. I'm gonna make him. I want to do art of him doing a ram spread. It's like a money spread, but it's just ram. It's ram sticks instead. I've had the thought in my head for a minute. I just don't really know how to draw ram. So I'll probably have to find like a stick of ram and like heavily reference it, aka trace it. Sing with the boys in the band, shows. She blow me, sweet, oh sweet. All right, we have a boy. We have a boyo. I'm debating if I want to draw the clothes first or if I want to line art him first. Oh yeah, he actually has... Fun fact, chat. I actually got the idea of having a little bit of fur on Luca's tail. I exaggerated quite a bit. It needs to just be a little bit that pokes through. But I actually got that idea from my Roblox tail that I use on my character. I saw that it had just a little bit of that fur on it, and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Because it's not furry. Rat tails aren't furry, so of course it would just have that a little bit of like fur poking out. So how it attaches to his back, I'm gonna do it on this layer real quick. So he's got his butt, and his tail attaches like right here, right? But coming off of his back is just a little bit of this like brown fur. And it like kind of, it's the thing that like, I don't know, I feel like that's just naturally how it would look. And I feel like it gives like a good, I don't know. It gives a really good, it's like a good transitional thing. I'll have to draw it a lot better, but scrub is no longer legally allowed to in mattress stores. How'd you know about that? Who are you? Are you that fuck-ass manager that kicked me out? I was sleepy. I just wanted a nap. The mattress looked comfy. It's not my fault. We all know that your mattress store is just a money laundering business anyway. It's not my fault. Throw this rat in the KFC deep fry. Bro, what did I do? What did I do? Hi, Mikey. You know what you did? Ah! I forgot these were 2 different layers. All right, let's copy and paste this, and let's turn it way down. Clothing time, chat. So I'm going to do... I'm gonna do his normal clothes. We're gonna have a few different outfits though. Sorry. I'm feeling lazy. Do we? Oh my god, a banger. I love this song. I feel lazy, I'm warm. Hee. Heavens bowed before him, simply a look could to break. Oh. I feel like the pants are way too tight. First things first. Pants way too tight. Like, way too tight. You can make these pants a lot bigger. I also feel like his jeans are too high up. We might have to have his underwear peek out. Not a bad thing. Some people are like super against underwear peeking out, or like sagging or anything. Um, I think if you do it, AFI are my literal goats. I love AFI so much. I wish I listened to more of their music. I need to get into more of it. Miss Murder, though, I have loved this song for like 15 years. Why? My spacebar broke. There we go. Miss Murder, can I? Beauty stay if I lie. I think sagging to an ascent, to where your underwear like this are sticking out, I think that's peak. I wish more people did that. I don't like it when like people sag their pants, but like just a like tasteful underwear peeking up. I've always found looks really cool, and it can add so much to an outfit. What happened here? That's layering, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Layering is always good. And layering is always good. Anything that creates more depth is gonna look really good. That's why holes in pants look good. Oh, fuck. I still really enjoy the green sock poking up on one shoe. Like Chad, have you ever put on your socks like after you put on your jeans, and sometimes it like has your jeans, but you forget, and you go about your life, and then you like catch yourself in a mirror or something, you realize your sock is just clasped around your jeans. You're like, fuck. It is very annoying. I think it could be used though in a very nice way. So we're gonna do that. I like this doing this because it makes him feel like he's messy. He's a messy character. He's not like well put together. He's got a little he's got you know, he's a little silly. He's a little goofy. He's not quite put together all the way. Ta-da! Sometimes I always put my socks on after my pants. Yeah. I tend to put my socks on before my pants just because it's easier to not have to go around my pants. I wear skinnier jeans. I don't wear skinny jeans, but I tend to wear like straight down jeans. And a lot of times they're a little tighter, so they're kind of like skinny jeans. And so, like they'll be in the way. Like they'll be in the way of my socks, and I don't want to like wrap them up my legs. So I end up just putting on my socks before my pants. I accidentally erased a little bit of that. Let's put that back on. Music to my ears. Don't mind us, we're just smelling our guts. I need to like convey. Vans are very flat shoes, and I have a really hard time conveying that. Okay. Oops. Understand why you hang around. See what's going down. In the mirror, tell yourself it's never gonna happen again. And then he swears he loves you. When you push her around. Rise from around. He's found. I see what's going down. Ugh. All right, now copy this. It's like layering, chat. We're layering. Last thing we're gonna do. I always struggle with if I want to put the collar outside or inside the sweater. I always end up usually going with inside. But, like, I feel like I can't, like... When I do inside, I can't do, like, all of the collar things. Like, I can't show the collar. I'm gonna have to finish that when I don't have... I have to do this in a way that it wouldn't stretch the material. Because if I make this too big... What would end up happening is the weight of this would just end up, like, stretching it to be like this instead. So I always have to do these cuts kind of... I have to be careful about them. I have to put them, like, almost in angles that... See, but this, if the weight here is too much, this would just end up doing this. What did I end up doing? Oh, that's what I ended up doing. So I ended up doing this. God, I love Paramore. I have to do this so carefully because I don't want them to look weird. God, I love her. I love Paramore. All right, I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna work on this damn collar. Damn collar. Oh, which way does it go? Does it go this way? No. It'd be this way. So this is that. What the fuck are you? I forget what. I have to look up collar reference. I'm cooked, chat. So I'll be damned if I don't have an accurate collar. If I'm gonna be cooked, I'm gonna be cooked right. Okay, yeah, it just extends a little more, so I'm correct. I was wrong about all four. That's what I got wrong. So technically, this wouldn't be... Okay, no, wait. This is gonna be gone. Hi, Minnie. Do I go full in? Do I, like, absolutely cook myself? I've done it a few times where I write his name. I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want. Oh, that's what's happening. Holy 20 stream streak? Holy, Minnie. That's huge. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Especially with how sporadic my streams have been lately. That means a lot to me. Should I include the backpack on this one? I think I should because I'm going to do the alternate outfit here, which I say alternate outfit, Chad, it's literally just going to be it's just going to be I'm making his shirt pink and his jeans blue. And then there's gonna be a different logo, but I have to like figure out how to draw that first. I gotta figure out how to draw that. I wonder. Actually, let me Google something really quickly. Oh my gosh, it does exist. It's not the best, but I could. It definitely is a good. So here's the thing. I really, really would like to spell Rat Pack on this alternate outfit. I would really like to use the Thrasher logo text to spell Rat Pack. Now here's the thing. We're actually really close. I have the A, the R, and the T. So we could spell rat. We just don't have the P or the K. Now, we could make a K out of an R. Like, that wouldn't be too... That wouldn't be too... That wouldn't be too bad, but... I would... really like it if... It looks like there are people who have, like, Thrasher logos. In fact, what is this? Yeah, no, that's not it. I wonder if there is a Thrasher, So I found the font. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, I need to go look into font.com or something. The font. Hi, Eris. How are you? It's called Banco? Okay. Let me look up Banco. Okay, no, it's not on the font. Yeah, if you would, Avera, I would appreciate that. That would help me a lot. But yeah, I want the first one to have the cool font that I want that I can't do. I've been looking up tutorials on how to do it, so hopefully I can figure it out. And then the pink one would have like a Thrasher. I've been relaxing, a bit tired. How's your day going? My day's going really well so far. I actually have only been up for about 4 hours. I slept 12 hours last night. Apparently I needed it. But also, do you like my OC? I saw you. Yes, it's so cool. I love people making OC so much. They're so cool. I can't remember if you told me their name. Hold on. Ooh, I have the font. I have the font. Continue download. God damn. They're like, oh, are you sure you want to download this? Okay, I have it now. Excellent. I'll have to install it later. I actually can't remember how at the moment. Holy banger? I'm also working on a new outfit for them, trying to figure out exactly what the new outfit would be. They have a pretty cool idea going. Huge. Dude, lately, legit, I've been, legitimately contemplating big coat arc. I don't know that I'm going to, and if I do, it's gonna be, like, carefully thought out, because I don't just want to become number 5 big coat VTuber. Number 5, more like number 700. But, dude, big coat kind of sometimes be hidden. Maybe if I do, like, a winter outfit ever. I also don't wear big coats in real life, so, like, I've never had the desire to draw myself in a big coat. uh... You could just click the TTF file. Oh, okay, bet. Hold on. I couldn't remember if I had to drag it somewhere. Because I think on Photoshop... No, I think they changed it. I think you used to have to drag it somewhere, but now you don't. Now you just don't. Now it just installs it as like a big old font. Awesome. Sick! I'll have to restart Clip Studio Paint, though. I do remember that. I do believe. Which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, so I really want, actually... I want them to be able to see that my sleeves are frayed, and if I draw the backpack around this, they won't be able to see that. So... goes, but don't blink, you might miss. 'Cause heaven ain't close in a place like this. Just heaven ain't close in a place like this. God, where would his wheels be? Dude, I've been listening to the cover of this, that now that I'm listening to the original again, I'm like, oh, that's what that sounds like. Taking its toll and I'm leaving without you. Close in a place like this. Ooh. Never thought I'd let a light. I said, baby, baby, please, just don't know now. 'Cause all I wanna do is try. Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and I didn't. Alright, so I've been looking at. I kind of want to just do this logo on my own. But I've been looking at how to do like the logos that look like a lot of heavy metal bands use. I have an idea. I don't think we're gonna do it today. However, we're gonna copy this, paste this. This is gonna be the basic ref sheet. They're gonna be spread out a little bit better. I'm gonna try and like center them and stuff so they look good. Is this is Black Veil Brides, but what is this? In the end. I love In the End. I haven't heard In the End in forever. Okay. His hair is the exact same. So. So there's 4 people, but there's 5. Is this? Okay, that's just this. Okay. Ah. My nose is stuffy. Chad, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. I bloated in my nose. Hopefully I don't sound as stuffy. I feel a little better now. That's sort of my idea, but I've also been seeing your art posts recently, and they're always so good. I've been wanting to post more art and make more art. But I'm working on a lot of stuff right now, and I'm actually really behind on comms because I was sick for like 3 weeks. So I don't know if I'll be posting art soon. I'm not quite sure just yet. All right. Time for everyone's favorite part, chat. Time to do line art. Look at this fucking... I almost called him the straight up F slur, chat. The kissy one is so good. I don't know how I created it. Chat, I actually have very little memory of creating it. I just remember knowing what I wanted. And I remember it being done. I remember trying to format it as a GIF because I post all of my Twitter stuff as GIFs now. Because I don't want people to, like, grok it. At Gawk. At go. But yeah, I really enjoy. I'll probably post the GIF version at some point because it is slightly animated. I figured if I was turning it into a GIF, I might as well animate it. And animating, like, all I really did was kind of use the liquefy tool and move it around a little bit, and I feel like it brought it to life so much. Like, animation is so huge. So I think I'm going to make a funny GIF. I think I'll post it as a GIF at some point. The grok thing is off-putting, to be honest. Yeah. I don't actually know that anyone will grokify my art. But thank you for the head pats, Gojin. Also, by the way, chat, if you've been seeing a lot of stuff about a bunch of TOS changes on to Twitter on January 15th, that was proven to be fake. There's none of that is happening. So do not panic. I don't think they are legally allowed to mass feed. I think they are, but I don't think they are going to. I think you can still opt out of it. I have all of my stuff opted out. So that's good. Somebody was just manipulating Grok to say it, and then a bunch of artists, like, believed him. I guess I don't blame them for believing him, but... Get this tired eyes. Chatty's gotta have the sleepy eyes. He's not me. If he doesn't have sleepy eyes, he is not me. Wonder if I should do more of this. At this point, I would be surprised if they did start implementing those changes. Yeah. I deleted Twitter years ago. I have no idea what's going on over there. Honestly, Senpai, you're so much better for that. I cannot delete Twitter because that's where my everyone sees my art on there. I get a lot of people who have watched me, who watch me and have found me, came from Twitter, unfortunately. So I have to stay there. But I wouldn't be surprised either, Avera. They're just not doing it right now. I've had a lot of people, though, say that they're really scared and they don't know that they want to upload their stuff. And it that is super valid. Like, I think if you don't want to upload your stuff to Twitter, you shouldn't. You have every right to. Right now, though, the GIF thing for me fixes it, so I'm probably gonna stay on Twitter. The emo, see, I love those things so much. I'm probably gonna draw them some more. We've been on a huge emo OC, or like OC binge lately, where we've just been making new OCs. I think Wolf is trying to find an OC that really fits him. I don't think he hates Syleth, chat. I think he's just moving away from him. I don't know if he'll change, like, his actual, like, I don't know if he'll go through a rebrand, but I wouldn't be surprised. And if that's the case, I still think Luca's gonna stay with Syleth, like, in their lore, but Wolf might just be representing someone. He might just be someone else. I still don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want those anymore. Like, I want them, but I want them to not be permanent. There are times where I really want that and times where I really don't want it. So I think I'm gonna keep them off for now. Oh, you know what I forgot, chat? I forgot his horns. Holy shit. One night and one more time. Memories, thanks for the memories still. Chat, fun fact, this was my alarm that woke me up in 5th grade. 4th grade, 5th grade, one of those. I got my first phone, though, and I had a friend put a bunch of ringtones on it, and that's where I first heard this song. 5th grade for me, by the way, would have been like 2007 maybe. 2008. Maybe 2008. I remember 2nd grade for me was 2005. So, yeah, 2008, 2009 is when, I would have been in 5th grade. But yeah, I got my first phone. It did nothing. It was a flip phone. It was a Motorola flip phone. It wasn't even the cool Motorola flip phone. It was like a off one. And I couldn't even call people. All of my stuff was monitored because I was a child. I do think that is okay. I'm not shitting on my parents for monitoring my shit I did as a literal, like, 9-year-old. But someone did take my phone and put a bunch of songs via Bluetooth on it. And because that's what Bluetooth was back in the day. It was not like for connecting a speaker or something. It was for connecting to your friend's phone and sharing ringtones. And they put this song on, and I was like, oh, this is a banger. Spina. His OCs are very cool too. I always liked his horns, but the redesigns can also be good. Just depends on what you enjoy. Yeah, I think he still likes Silent as a character. I just don't think he wants to have his VTuber be Silent. He's been going back and forth a lot about this. I think he's just very indecisive because everyone sees me and him as Luca and Silent, right? Like, he's already kind of established his character as that, so I think if he starts going by a different character, it would kind of mess that up. I've been like, hey, you should do it. If you don't want your VTuber to be Silent, it shouldn't be Silent. Like, I'll still make Silent and Luca art. You can still talk about Silent and Luca. But, like, if you want your character to be something else, you should make your character something else. If I decide I'm tired of being represented by Luca, and I have a different character I want to be represented by, I'm gonna start doing that. Like, that's not something that's ever, I don't know. I think he's just indecisive, because I don't think he has a better idea. But, I made him Freak recently, and he has been plastering that everywhere. He also really, really likes his, persona, his Protogen Saint. I've drawn Saint a few times. I don't know that I've ever posted art with Saint. I'm not sure. I do have that one picture. I have a few pictures with Saint, but I don't think I've ever, like, actually posted them anywhere. Maybe I'll have to. Technically, one of the pictures of Saint did make it into the most recent Kiss. Hold on. Exploring character designs by making new ACs can help him with finding what feature or characteristic he likes as OC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I think he really likes Freak, because I think that's a part of him he's never gotten to explore. Like, he seems to really latch on to that, like, that scene and emo, and he was like, yeah, I never got to be that. So this is like helping him express himself in that way. That's perfectly fair. Mine's a similar situation. I love my new OC, but I still also use the one you made me quite a bit. Yeah! I think switching OCs is super valid. I think being tied down to one OC... Chat, I have 2 active OCs. I know you don't see a lot of Stormy. I don't post a lot of art of her because, frankly, I see her as, like, my OC that I get to experiment with and do my own things with. But, like, I have so many OCs that I draw all the time. You guys just see the art of Luca I make because I know that's what you want, because you follow me. You follow, you know. If I decide to start using a different one of my OCs to represent me, though, I'm going to do that. When I was originally making Mikey, I went through several different drastic changes. That's true. You went through a lot of different stuff. But I'm talking about, like, completely different characters. Do it. 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 Avera, I will hand you 5 whole doubloons if you do. Saw the doubloons I have. I just want to see more Avera art. Granted, one of them was an adopt. Adopts are so cool, though, because that's, like, to me, an adopt is, like, it's the base. You can do whatever the fuck you want after you want to adopt. If you want to change something about the adopt, you can. Like, most of the time. I think sometimes people are like, in their TOS, they'll be like, you can't make any design change. Those are party poopers. Bleh, stinky, green aura. Fucking, I don't like those kind of people. I think if you buy an OC, that's your OC now. You can do whatever the fuck you want with him. Or her, or them. I haven't done anything with them yet. I've never seen an adopt that I've, like, wanted bad enough to pay money for yet. I also like creating OCs, so, like, usually if I see an adopt and I'm like, oh, I like that, I'll, like, log that away and then I'll just go home and create something kind of similar or with the same vibes. I don't like to directly rip and be like, this is my OC now, but if I see, like, a cool goat, right? A goat OC, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, I'm just gonna go home and make my own goat OC. Like, that's kind of what I do, personally. But I also have the ability to do that. Not everyone does, so. Never tell. Well, you just as well we give you. This song makes me very sad. I'm still gonna listen to it because it's a banger. But holy sad. My love, it's the loneliest day of my life. And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Chat, don't look. We're drawing the goods. Alright, so I ended up drawing his top surgery skies. PNR! Chat, every time I draw his top surgery scars, or his top surgery scars are visible in, anytime his top surgery scars are, like, in a picture, almost every time there's one person that comments like top surgery scars. The amount of people on Twitter that I have completely fooled. Like, the amount of people that have no idea that I am trans is insane. Like, I don't know how I keep getting away with this. You need people like me to fail. I don't know. I'm just it's really funny because like I don't outwardly exclaim that I'm trans on Twitter. Um so I think a lot of people get very God, what is it? I think a lot of people get like super thrown off when they find out. I actually had somebody leave my community recently after finding out, which was kind of sad, but I mean, I'd rather them not be here if they're not going to support like me. I feel like those are too low. I feel like they should be like here. Too big. Hi, Sushi. How are you? Well, thank you so much for the follow. If people leave because of stuff like that, then goodbye, Bozo Lamau. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of my big thing about it. Like, okay, if me being trans ruins your immersion or your view of me that much, then bye, lol. It's just sad because they were a part of my community for a while. But I talked about being trans on Twitter once, and they were like, I had no idea you were trans. And like they watched my streams too. Apparently my DPI and sense combo is weird. Also, hi freak, you're a freak, Huddy. Hi, Huddy. Hi. Also, how is your DPI and sense combo weird? 3,200 DPI! Huddy. I think I have 1,600, actually. What is sense? 4 sensitivity. He's higher before in CS. Yeah, I figured we were talking about CS. Bro moves the mouse 4 millimeters max. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Dead by Daylight, I always had my DPI really, really high as well. But I would turn it up, and then I would turn it back down when I was done. But in Dead by Daylight, you had to have high DPI, especially if you're playing killer. That shit had to be all the way up. I had to have a high DPI to do spins, 360s. Because the faster you could turn your mouse, the faster you could force your character to move and fuck up. I have no desk space, I have to do this shit. That's fair. God gave me this burden. No, you did. You could give yourself more desk space, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just shitting on you. No, I use 1,600. I might see if turning mine down helps with my aim a little bit. I don't know that it would, though. What the fuck happened here? You know what? I don't care. I don't know how it happened. I don't care. I do, however, hate this. This needs to be up higher than my top surgery scars. Top surgery scars tend to sit under that. Depending on how you got them shaped. But like your average top surgery scars are gonna sit more like this. That looks better. I like that better. Alright, I'm gonna put this down here because we're gonna do that. Fuck you. Dodging it, but moving onto a... Exactly. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, it's this. I locked in for a second. Holy shit, I moved like molasses. Heart. Where's your heart? Change that. My goal as an artist, chat, is to make my hair so impossibly hard that when artists see it, they want to cry. Okay, let me change that. This song is peak. My goal as an artist, as an OC, for this OC, is some artists look at my hair and they want to cry, while others are like, yes, perfect, beautiful. Finally, a fucking challenge. I do feel like it's too short in this area. And I feel like this is too big of a piece. Uh... I'm trying to make sure I get this really good. I am here. Hi, Big Tiz. How are you? Welcome in. Trying to get this to look really good, chat, because once I copy and paste it, it's gonna be a lot harder to make edits to it. Also, hi, Rainbow. How are you? Our city. Disorder. The sacred silence and sleep. Between a sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. Disorder. I am doing pretty good. I do like that. Yeah. No, money on the wall. Disorder, disorder. Sacred silence and sleep. I want to do that to both. Between the sacred silence and sleep. God, it's already been that long. I guess I started really late. Oh, we gotta do the tail. I forgot. I've put a lot of thought into it. I do think I want to go with like a thinner rat tail. I know rats are supposed to have these big, thick tails. I kind of fuck with the rat designs that have the thinner tails. I wanted to do something like this, but like, that's looking odd. What if I did like, yeah. I'm gonna redo that. That up a little more. Okay. Next. Okay, bro. I want to copy you. There we go. Into you. I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. Okay. Lies in the books to make a citizen out of you. With a gun and keep an eye on your son. Because the drugs never work, they're gonna give you a smart methods of keeping you clean. Said how teenagers scare the living shit out of me. As long as someone will bleed. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Ow! Did you guys hear that? Holy shit. That was my fucking wrist. Get this as long as someone will lead. You know what I forgot, chat? I forgot his... Fuck, what are they called? I forgot his, Teenagers scaring the living shit out of me. Kill us as long as someone will bleed. I forgot his fishnets. I forgot his fucking fishnets that he's got on. What fishnets that he's got on under him? I forgot them. I'll have to put them in. I don't think that'll be too hard. Now you're stealing away. Take them out today. Nice work you did. You're gonna go far, kid. God, this song is so peak. And it's all because of me. I really want to get good at drawing like frayed clothing. People draw it and I study it and I'm like, how do you do that? I cannot figure it out. Like, I know sometimes you've got like this, like the can't forget the nets. No, you can't. Like, I feel like that's the closest I can get to that, like, frayed texture. I guess maybe I don't want to put that there because it's a super loose spot on the pants, and that wouldn't be pulled tight like that. So, you know what? We're gonna drop that. And I'm just gonna put... I know sometimes the stuff tends to like bunch up in the corner. And they'll have like things crossing. I don't want to do the things crossing though, because I feel like that would look weird with the fishnets. So it's a whole cold time. I'm gonna do these by hand. Uh, I might hate myself for that later. Won't have time. Got the shortest ad break of all time? Holy. Also, hi, Unknown. How are you? Neg agenda. Clean up propaganda. Yeah. To new kind of tension. Okay. Dreams of tomorrow. We're not the... Alrighty. What's the erase the unimportant stuff? Scream if you love Mr. Pibb. Oh. Mr. Pibb is pretty good. I am a Dr. Pepper enjoyer, but I would take a Mr. Pibb. Do not mind. Yeah, no, I can't stand my ground. I won't let you now. Count down on me. Now I can. I don't need your help now.
General Kenobi.
Whoa. Oops. I can send my own crowd. I don't need your help now. I can't erase the tail. Gotta be careful about that. Ugh. Chat, it's 7:36 already. Fuck. Always brush your teeth. Oh my. Some other pussy to tell your boyfriend. I ain't fucking scared of him. Now that we've got all of this, we can put all the little details in. I want these to be on the same sides. What the? Hello? What are you doing? Did... Where'd it go? You. You. Do the hell and talk with your hips. What the fuck happened here? Who are you? Get out of here. Oh! Thank you for the head pat, Jazel. Fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo. Okay. Nope, it's gotta be opposite. So, when I... Yeah, that's not gonna be visible with the coat. I need to go bigger. I need to go longer. Oh, not that big. Holy. Ah! I don't know why these little dog tags are so fucking hard to draw sometimes. I don't feel like dog tags should be super hard to draw, but they always seem to be. Like, I always end up struggling with them a lot. I have just a little bit of something there. Actually. Whoa! Hello, thank you, Mr. Pibb! That's so funny. Thank you for the gifted sub to Mr. Pibb. That looks so odd. That doesn't look right. What if I make it one of these? Yeah, that looks so much better. That was relatively painless. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this because then all the line art will be done. Oh, so real. I want to like, I feel like this here is just way too big. I want to make it smaller. Something like that. Perspective is crazy, chat. There we go. All right. What did I need to do now? Oh, the backpack. It's my time with you. I know things you wanna play. Hello? That looks like a skateboard, right, chat? Oops. Oopsies. Yeah, no wait, that's right. Poggers. Get that clock. It's out of time before we all run out. It hit months. She finally set him free. 2 weeks caught on fire. She's got it out for me. It's never my intention to brag. Wait from you now. God. Got it where I want it now. And it'd be good that you know. Look this way. There's a million other girls who do it just like you. Look, it's possible to get to who they wonder what they like. See if you do it right. But not reviews. Got where I want now. Cause God just feels so good. I watched his wildest dreams come true, and not one of them involving you. Watch my wildest dreams come true, not one of them involving. God, this song is so fucking good. Now. I'm gonna leave you now. But God is good. Ugh. Chat, we have done it. Because this last one is just gonna be a color change. Hello? Oh. And in the river at one again after the fall. We have done it, chat. We've done it. We've got the line art of the new ref sheet done. Clappy! Yay! We're on our way. I'm gonna have to get the logos done. We'll probably color it. I haven't decided if I want a full color or if I want to like partial shade. I do want to full color it. Don't get me wrong. But a part of me kind of wants to do like a less shaded version just because I don't know, I feel like fully shaded ref sheets are really cool. I feel like they're a lot harder to read though. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to go in and add the you know, the things to the fishnets. That's the only thing I think I have to do though. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna have to add these as well. I want the pins in, definitely. So we'll have to do it. We're gonna have to do a few things, but definitely something that can be done really easily. Yeah. Yeah. In the sky, when you lose small mind of real and real, so up high, you realize later. Chat. That was good. I enjoyed that. I think it is time to rate though. This is a shorter stream. I'm sorry. I started really late. That's my fault. Again, I didn't think I was gonna sleep 12 hours. I didn't think I was gonna sleep 12 hours. I didn't think, yeah. So. But, we are going to raid someone. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? There's a lot of cool people we could raid today. Holy shit. Another 12-hour sleep? I don't know about all that, but we could raid Kit. Kit just hit partner. Whoa. Okay. What a lovely time. Alright, chat. You'd like to follow me on all my socials? Here's a link to all my socials. Also, if you would like to join the Discord, there is a link to my Discord. My comms are probably gonna open soon. If that's something you want to be notified for, make sure you follow me on VGen. You'll get pinged when my stuff opens up. I need to stall just a little bit longer because he hasn't quite started stream. And I wanna get him while he's started, or before, like, right. I want to get him after not while he's on the starting soon screen, preferably. But I also don't want to get him like right as he started. Big Tisno, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Hello, wait up late. Yeah, that's okay, Schwark. I appreciate you being here. We are kind of yapping before we raid out, but yeah, we are raiding. it has been our allotted time. I gotta go be gay and like do my gay little thing. Do my little rat thing, you know? I will be back on Saturday. We'll probably be vibing. We might work on the ref sheet a little more. I'll probably work on it a lot on stream. And if not, we'll probably work on some commissions. Yay! W gay. Yeah, we love W gay. But yeah. Chat. Let me see. Raid 2. Thank you guys so much for staying with me though and hanging out and being silly. Here's the raid message. We're probably just gonna go ahead and raid. I'd rather raid them before they get on, because this is their first partner stream and I don't want to take away from that. So, oh no, they're going in right now. So, oh, they're literally playing Mario Kart right now. Damn, they came in mid Mario Kart race, so it's all right. Chat, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you have a I hope to see you on Saturday. Thank you guys for hanging out. By the way, Kit does use he him pronouns, I believe. He's made like 5 TikToks about how he's a boy, and I relate to that. I relate to them so heavily because he is like me, where he does not sound like a conventional boy. He kind of has a girlish voice. So please be respectful. Please do not, you know, I know you guys won't. I just like to, you know, for anyone who maybe is new, doesn't know how the scrub rat pack roll. But I believe in you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a good time over there. I will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night. Bye-bye, Tiz. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.